Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is part 4 of the collection series here on my channel. Again, I hope you're all enjoying these uploads and this collection series on my channel. If you're new around here and you haven't seen my previous parts, I'll have some cards up at the top of the video and the previous parts down in the description, so you can go and check them out before checking out this. But yeah, part 4 of the collection. We're getting there, we're about halfway through. I think there'll be maybe around 3 more videos, maybe 4, to cover the entire collection. I don't think I'm going to show my DVDs. I think I might do that at a later date. There's only about 100 or so, but I'll do those at a later date maybe. But yeah, so part 4 of the collection. Yeah, let's just get started. First of all, I'm going to show you some things I've actually forgotten to show. These were on display. They weren't on the normal shelves, so I forgot to show them. First off, we've got Justice League, very new release. This is the French edition with the 4K and 3D in one package. I loved Justice League. I had no issues with it. I thought it was great. I loved the new characters. I loved the Flash, especially. All the slow motion segments that he had was excellent. The character himself, I think, is really good. Better than the TV show, although I've not really seen much of that. But yeah, I had no problems with Justice League. You know, I don't take them seriously. I don't read the comics, so I don't know how accurate they are. But as a superhero film, I really had a great time watching it. So yeah, very nice steelbook as well. I did do an unboxing of this on my channel if you want to go and check it out. It's only a couple of videos back, so if you haven't seen it, you could go and check that one out. But yeah, Justice League. Other ones that were on display, of course, you know, I had the Lord of the Rings extended edition trilogy. I actually just read on Twitter today that Amazon are doing a TV show, which I knew about. However, they put out quite a bold statement saying that it's going to cost them $1 billion to create. So that's quite a lot. I'm pretty sure that's the most expensive show. I think that's what they said. So that's going to be crazy if they do, and it luckily pays off. But yeah, Lord of the Rings, I love these. I do, and I do watch the extended editions. I used to have the theatrical cuts, but I never watched them. You know, I had these awesome editions, so I never watched them, so I sold them, and I've just kept this big bad boy. Great looking set. It's actually out of print here in the UK. I think the only way to get them is individually now. You can't get this really nice golden set. Bit strange, but anyway. Great set, I'm sure everyone has it. It opens up with the map, and then you've got the cases inside with all the discs. Yeah, as I said in my previous part, yeah, I'm a huge Middle-earth fan. So yeah, you know, I had that in the collection. And then the other one, which was also on display, one of my oldest box sets. We have the Universal Monsters complete box set. I've not picked up any of the Legacy sets yet. I probably will only get a few of them, mainly Dracula and the Mummy and Wolfman. You know, some of the other ones I'm just not that interested in. But yeah, I've got all the essential ones here, which is awesome. I know a lot of people from the States picked this one up because it was much cheaper. So it comes with a massive like digipack, the House of Horror booklet, and some art cards. So a great looking set, and I love these films. You know, I watched them quite young. I think I was like 12 when I first saw Dracula. My favourite Dracula film by far, and yeah, it's great to have them on Blu-ray. I think honestly, The Invisible Man is my favourite out of this set. I love it. It's comedic, it's spooky, it's a great movie. I love it. I love The Invisible Man. So those are the ones that I forgot to show in previous videos, along with the letters L, M and J. So now on to the actual part 4 of the collection. So let's get started. First off, it shouldn't be a too long video. I've got 2 stacks here, so it shouldn't be too bad. First off, Machete Kills, the sequel to Machete. I don't have that one. I just picked this up in my latest Blu-ray update video. You can go and check that out. So I just picked this one up, but I had a great time watching both of these. The first one I would say is the better movie, but this is great, you know, and they're not serious films. They're meant to be funny, they're meant to be action-packed. They're not to be taken seriously, and if you go into it knowing that, you should have a good time watching these. You know, grab a beer, grab popcorn, sit back and watch, and it's a great time. That's what I did. Good movie. Mel Gibson's in here, of course. Danny Trejo, Michelle Rodriguez from Fast and Furious is in here. Is Robert De Niro in here? I think he is, isn't he? I don't know. I can't remember. Was he in this film? I know he was in the first one. I'm sure he made an appearance in the second film. I might be talking rubbish, but I'm sure he was in the second one. But anyway, yeah, Machete Kills. Funny movie. Check it out. It's great. If some of those images in the back don't tempt you, I don't know what will. Yeah, just a great ride. Yeah, it's fun. Just the disc and the ultraviolet. But yeah, Machete Kills. Really recommend it. Next up, we got another series of films. We've got the Mad Max collection on a box set format. So we've got the original 3 movies. So you got the first one, Mad Max, Mel Gibson on the front. Wrong order. The Road Warrior, love that cover. Beyond Thunderdome, and then apart from that box set, I do have Fury Road as well. I do have this on 3D as well, so I'll talk more about that in the 3D collection. But yeah, the Mad Max films, really good. Of course, Road Warrior is my favourite. Mel Gibson's the man, you know, he really is. And then of course, you know, you got Fury Road with Charlize Theron, who I'm a massive fan of. I recently watched Atomic Blonde, blown away by that movie. And Tom Hardy, who's good in everything he does. Great movie, it's intense, action-packed, good characters, very creative looking. I love the look of the film. Yeah, great film. Everyone has seen it. Everyone has it. Next up, a Western. This is from the Masters of Cinema series in the UK. I never thought this would get a Blu-ray release, and there were some editions floating around Spain. However, I read reviews and they were terrible, saying that they weren't official Blu-ray releases. So I stayed clear to those. And finally, they brought it out on Blu-ray. The Man from Laramie with James Stewart. Awesome movie. Little fact for you, my first ever DVD I ordered from Amazon years ago, I don't know when, was the DVD for this. It was the first ever DVD I'd ordered from Amazon. I'm guessing it maybe would have been 2007, 2008, probably, but I can't give you a specific date. But yeah, I absolutely love this film. It's a classic cowboy film. You know, it's not, you know, the cavalry or anything like that. It's just cowboys. Yeah, James Stewart does a great job in this one. Great Blu-ray release, tons of special features. We got a great little booklet in here as well. A great cover art. It gets shot in the hand as well. Yeah, great. Love it. It's awesome. Yeah, and then after that they did Two Road Together on Blu-ray, which I've yet to pick up, but he stars in that with Richard Widmark, so need to get that one in the collection. Next one up, I got this again in my last update, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I haven't rewatched this yet. I noticed it just got added to Netflix, so if you haven't seen this, I highly recommend it. It's a good movie. It's based on the show. Henry Cavill, sorry. Superman. He's in this, and I can't believe I got that mixed up. And yeah, it's really great. Hugh Grant's in there as well. It's a cool little action movie, adventure film. I recommend it. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I think I haven't seen it since it came out on Blu-ray way back in, what, 2012? Oh, 2015. So, yeah, good movie. Yeah, just a Blu-ray. Got it pre-owned in a closing down store, so it never came with the digital, but I can live without it. But yeah, Man from U.N.C.L.E, really good. Yeah, is that not Penelope Cruz? No, don't think so. Yeah, I don't know who the girl is. Oh well. Next up, we got some spaghetti western greatness. Sergio Leone, the Man with No Name trilogy. Double dipped on this one, or triple dipped. I had the old 2-disc DVD releases, and then I picked up the original box set on Blu-ray, and then I bought this because it has the remastered Good, the Bad and Ugly. So you got the original release of the first film, $12. The original for a few dollars more release. They never did re-releases of these, at least in the UK. And then the Good, the Bad and Ugly remastered. I know Kino, I think it is at Kino Lorber, they did a remaster of this again, and it's meant to look even better. So it's, you know, it's like triple dipping or 4 times, or yeah. And I noticed that they are doing a re-release of this by the same company. So yeah, I need to get Region Free Player, I really do. But yeah, I love these films. You know, I've lost count how many times I've seen them. If you're new to the channel, I'm a huge Western buff, so yeah, there's a good chance I've seen a lot of Westerns that you'll know. Pure awesomeness. You know, even Western fans, not Western fans, they even like The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and they accept it as one of the best films made. And I agree with that. It's terrific. It's awesome. So yeah, Man with No Name trilogy, even though he has a name. Next up, I haven't seen this. I noticed the second one's on Netflix now. We got The Mechanic with Jason Statham. Haven't seen it. I love him in the Transporter films, but I've not seen this yet, so I've yet to watch that. I'll get to it. Maybe I'll do a double bill with the second film. More Western goodness. Yeah, can't get enough of Westerns. The Magnificent Seven collection. This is the US release. I got this for a whopping $10 on Black Friday from Amazon. And it's to me it's a nicer edition than the UK one, because the UK one's individual cases, so it's quite a big set. Plus I like the artwork on this, it's quite nice. But yeah, it's a great little set, and you get all 4 movies on Blu-ray, of course. I'll quickly show you. So you got the original, the one that everyone knows, and then you've got Return and Guns, yeah, and then the Ride for the Magnificent Seven there as well. Yeah, great. It's just a shame that the cast never stayed and did the rest of the films. It would have been great to see that, but they're kind of all different, you know, they're not just saving a town, you know, there's one where they're fighting the army, and yeah, they're all slightly different. I enjoy it. The second one's kind of similar to the first one, they're kind of saving a village, but of course it's slightly different. I love them though, you know, I love them. Yul Brynner did come back for the second film, which was good. And then I believe Lee Van Cleef did the, oh no, Lee Van Cleef did the fourth film, the final film, but then, oh crap, what's his name? Someone Kennedy. Oh yeah, George Kennedy. Sorry, he did the third film, and I liked them. I liked Van Cleef in the fifth one. It was pretty cool. He suited the role actually. He did pretty good. I think he's probably the second best out of the roles that have been filled. And then, of course, they did the reboot or remake. So I did get it, of course. The reason why it's sealed, similar to Logan, is I got mine's damaged, so I had to return it and get a new copy. But I did watch the old copy, so I have seen it on Blu-ray. I saw it in cinemas as well, actually. Oh yeah, totally forgot to mention, The Magnificent Seven, the first film, is my second favourite film of all time. So yeah, I have quite high regards for that film. So yeah, but yeah, the reboot, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. Anytime we get a good Western, I'm open for it, because there's a lot of ones that come straight to DVD that are pretty rubbish. So to see, you know, big faces in a Western was good, because more people get into Westerns hopefully, and I'm hoping they'll do another one of these. I'm actually wanting them to do another one. I hope they do. I hope they do, because that was a good one. I think it did well globally, so hopefully. More Humphrey Bogart goodness. Again, one of the premium collections. The Maltese Falcon. What do I say about this? Classic film. I rewatched this not too long ago, from when I got it. It looks fantastic on Blu-ray. I'm kind of glad I never imported the American edition, because these are quite nice with the slipcovers, and then you get a booklet and art cards, and yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, I love Bogart. I said it in my previous videos, I love Bogart, and this one especially gets better even every viewing for me. It's awesome. It's awesome. Black and white beauty. Yeah, love it. Next film, I saw the trailer for this before it came out, and I was super hyped for it because the trailer made it look so funny. Turns out the trailer was basically the full movie. Every single good joke that was in the film was in the trailer, so you really didn't have to see the film. I'm talking about A Million Ways to Die in the West. Even the extended cut, every good joke was in the trailer, so it wasn't really a surprise when you came to watch the film. But I did enjoy it. It's in the collection. I've seen it. I do watch it near enough every year. At some point I'll be in the mood for it, so yeah. Kaylee Cuoco makes a guest appearance from Big Bang Theory. I'm sure everyone knows that by now. And yeah, again, Charlize Theron and Liam Neeson. So yeah, it's good. It's not great, but it's good. I suppose if you watch it every 5 years, it'll be funny. So yeah. Another one I have not seen yet. I picked this up I think in December, so I really need to watch this. But it's a war movie called Mine. Again, I showed this in an update not long ago. I think they get stuck in a minefield during an operation, and basically they're trying to get out of it and survive. So I've not watched it yet. It's still sealed with the slipcover, so I do need to check this one out. But I look forward to it because I've heard good things, and I love war movies. So next up, oh, I really enjoyed this. I saw this on the Graham Norton show. They were promoting it, and they showed a clip because Julianne Moore directed it, and she was on promoting it. And they showed a clip, and I thought that looks pretty good. So I did end up picking it up eventually, and that was Money Monster. Great movie. It's kind of about the stock trading. George Clooney is a host of a TV show all about the stock markets, and he kind of predicts to you or gives you insight on who to buy and when to sell, sort of thing. And a gunman ends up coming in and taking them hostage because he predicted wrong and he lost a bunch of money. Really good, very good ending, very intense, on the edge of your seat. You don't know what's going to happen. Thoroughly enjoyed this. Julianne Moore directed it, which was nice. I'm not aware of any other films that she's done, directorial-wise or directing-wise. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Great movie. Julia Roberts is in it as well, which is really cool. Yeah, Money Monster. Check it out if you haven't. Great movie. Might be on Netflix, I'm not too sure. People weren't a fan of this. I think they were expecting a typical war movie, and it wasn't. And so they called it rubbish. We got The Monuments Men. I really enjoyed this. It's not a typical war movie. It's them trying to save paintings from going to Germany and being destroyed. Very good film. Cate Blanchett is I can't remember if she's an artist or if she just loves art, but she's trying to save it, and she helps the soldiers claim back all the artwork. Good movie, amazing cast: George Clooney, Matt Damon, Bill Murray. You got Cate Blanchett, as I said. It's a great cast, and good movie. I do usually watch this every year, actually. I do get in the mood to watch this, and it's really, really good. Really, really good. I had a great time watching it over the last couple of years. Just don't expect a lot of action. There's maybe only 1 or 2 action scenes in the movie. But yeah, pretty good. Great ending. More Disney. As you know, I don't have much Disney, but I have the ones mostly that I grew up with. We've got Monsters Inc. I grew up watching this on videotape, I think. Love the movie. I need to get the 3D of this. I would like to for a good price, but I love Monsters Inc. It's great. It just brings back memories, I suppose, you know, of growing up watching it. I used to watch it every week, at least once. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. This is a 2-disc release, I believe. Yeah, 2 discs. I think there's a bunch of shorts and extras on the 2nd disc. Yeah, and a round table. But yeah, I do have the sequel, or the prequel, University, but it's on 3D, so yeah, you'll see that in my 3D collection. A TV show now. Again, this was just in a recent update, so I won't go too much into it, but it's Mr. Robot. So we've got season 1 and season 2. I think you can pre-order season 3 just now on Blu-ray and DVD. Mr. Robot, really good show. I heard great things. A couple people on YouTube recommended it to me, so I thought I'd finally check it out. He was actually in The Pacific, the HBO show. It wasn't in the full thing. I think he was in maybe the second half of the show. He was a soldier, and he did a great job. And then you got the main role in Mr. Robot. Great series, great series. If you like your technology, if you like the internet, society themes, definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. It's great. A little bit confusing at times because of all the hacking and things going on, but you get the drift of it, and it gets explained pretty nicely. So yeah, I recommend Mr. Robot. It's really, really good. So yeah, Mr. Robot. Another British TV show. Yeah, we got series 2 of Mrs. Brown's Boys. This is still sealed. And then I've got the live show that they did in Glasgow a couple of years ago, 2015. Yeah, 2015. This one was kind of disappointing because they kind of just did an episode or a couple episodes where you'd already seen it on TV, but it was the live version, so it wasn't kind of new content or new stories. So it was a bit disappointing, but it was fun to see it, you know, on a stage and live. So that was pretty cool, I guess. But the main thing is the show. The show is really, really good. It's very funny. Definitely check out Mrs. Brown's Boys if you haven't seen it before. Very, very funny. Very funny. I'm trying to think of something to compare it to, but there's not anything really to compare it to. But yeah, it's just a funny show. Check it out on YouTube. There'll probably be best of moments and things like that. So yeah, check those out. Next up, we've got a trilogy. I would say guilty pleasures, but I love these films. I watch them every year. It's the Mummy trilogy. I actually love these films. I really, really do. So quickly pull them out. So we've got The Mummy, the first one. The Mummy Returns. Dwayne Johnson is in this. Awesome. And the one that everyone hates, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, which I rather enjoyed. Yeah, I love the Mummy films. I think the second one's my favourite, although some of the special effects kind of let the movie down a little bit, but I have a great time with these, and I really want to get the 4K trilogy that's available. Just try to find it for a good price, because you know the Blu-rays are good enough, but I love them. I watch them every year. They're great action, adventure, comedy movies. Jonathan, the character Jonathan, is just hilarious in them. I absolutely love. He was in Spartacus, the TV show, which is so funny because, you know, he's very comedic in these, but then when you watch Spartacus, he's like deadly serious and always angry, and it's totally weird seeing him in that state. But I love the Mummy films. I do. I would love for the cast to come back and do another one, but it'll probably never happen. Okay, last stack. We're at 26 minutes. Next up, The Nice Guys. We're in the ends now. The Nice Guys, very good film, very funny, great story. At first I wasn't too keen on it, but when I rewatched it, I really enjoyed it. The little girl in here is pretty funny. It's just smarter than both of them pretty much. Great movie. Ryan Gosling, he's a funny guy when you put him into a comedy-ish kind of role. Not dead serious movies like Drive. Great movie. I'm sure everyone's seen it. If you haven't, check it out. It's on Netflix. I know I keep mentioning Netflix, but it's on there, so watch it. This one, everyone's going to hate me because I haven't seen the movie yet, and I just picked it up in my last update. It's Nightcrawler. Haven't watched it yet. I actually just watched on Netflix tonight Whiplash, which is another one similar to Nightcrawler where everyone's like, oh, you have to see it, it's great, you have to watch it. I'm catching up, so I watched Whiplash, I watched Prisoners the other night as well. All Eyes on Me, I watched that recently, so Nightcrawler is very high on the watch list. Maybe in the next couple nights I'll watch it. I'm a huge Jake Gyllenhaal fan. I love Jake Gyllenhaal. He was amazing in Prisoners, so I really want to check this out. And I love the story of it, so I will check it out, guys, trust me. Another one I haven't watched, and I've had this for a long time, Noah. I just haven't watched it yet. I like these sort of movies, you know, I like the Ten Commandments, I like Ben-Hur, I like The Robe, which is an older movie as well. So I'm guessing I'll like this. It's Russell Crowe, Emily Watson's in this I think as well. Yeah, I'm sure I'll like it. I'm just finding the time to watch it. Next up, Liam Neeson. My favourite Liam Neeson film other than Taken, Non-Stop. This is a great flick. He is a security kind of person for onboard planes, but he's an alcoholic, and he ends up, I think when he's on, he gets on a plane, but I'm pretty sure he's off duty at that point, and he starts getting these weird texts saying if you don't transfer money or things like that, someone will die every 20 minutes on the plane, and he kind of gets framed for those sort of things. Really worth your time watching. It's fantastic. It's a great kind of whodunit kind of movie. You know, in 1 minute you think you know who it is, and then something happens, you're like, oh wow, I was wrong about that. Great movie, great lenticular cover as well. There is a steelbook release as well. But yeah, and Julianne Moore's in it as well, so that's another reason why to watch it. I love that movie, it's so good. I do not have the sequel to this. I have it on DVD because I got it for free, but I will pick it up on Blu-ray eventually. I got it off my cable service. They had like they do a digital copy thing where if you buy it on the cable service box, they send out the DVD for free. So I did that, and I need to get the Blu-ray, but I've got the first one, Olympus Has Fallen, of course the second one's London Has Fallen. I love these films. They're intense, they're action-packed, the performances are quite good. Aaron Eckhart as the president is very good. Is very believable. And Gerald Butler being a badass. Love these films. They're awesome. They're really awesome. I know, was it White House Down came out at the similar time. It wasn't that good. It really wasn't. But this really surprised me, and I loved it. Again, I watch this every year, if not every 2 years, definitely. It's a great, intense action movie. In our TV show, I'll go through this quick. A lot of people have seen it. Orange is the New Black, Season 1, Season 2 with the slipcover, and Season 3 with the slipcover. Great show. I've still yet to pick up Season 4. I'm waiting for the price to drop. Season 5 just got a Blu-ray release date, I think, so you can pre-order it. I have seen Season 4. I have not seen Season 5 yet, haven't got around to it, but I love the show. It's great. It was one of those shows that I watched during the summer one year. I think when the first 2 seasons were out, I binged it in the summer. And it's a great show. It's great, it's funny. There's some great stories during the seasons. I love how, even though in the second season you know all the characters, you still are finding out how they got in prison or their backstories, and I love it. Great show, great show. You know, I was hearing, oh, it's kind of for women, it's not that great for men or whatever. There's tons of people watching it, you know? It's a great show. I love it. I absolutely love it. And Ruby Rose, she got introduced in Season 3 and she just made it even better. She was really good in the show. You know, the storylines that they had with her was great. Next up, to go along with the Band of Brothers miniseries, after that, of course, they did the Pacific. There was always talk of a 3rd series that they were going to do, and apparently it was to do with the RAF. But I don't know if it got cancelled or postponed, but it just never happened. Because I think the Pacific didn't do as good as they were hoping. But I mean, it's not near as good as Band of Brothers. That's like on a league of its own, but it's still a great show. Especially the first couple episodes. You know, they're very intense battle sequences, and you know, you're learning all the characters and what they're like. And by the time you end the show and you've seen it all, it's like, wow, what a journey. It's fantastic, you know, and all the making of features on there, it's incredible how they make the show and how they do all the battle scenes and the locations they use and things like that. It's awesome. It really is. Big fan of those 2 shows. Next up, we've got Parkland, which is about the assassination of JFK. But it's more about the life of the killer. It goes into great detail about where JFK goes once he's been shot, i.e. the hospital, Parkland. And Zac Efron plays a trainee doctor who's starting to look after him and try and keeping him alive. Great movie. It really focuses on the killer's family. Which most movies don't, but this one really does. And great movie. Paul Giamatti's in here. Who else is in here? Of course, Zac Efron, Billy Bob Thornton as well. So it's a really good cast. I recommend you check this one out. This is from 2014. So yeah, good film. I just saw it randomly on a YouTube video, and I thought that sounds good. And I think I watched it on Netflix or something, maybe one of the streaming services, and I really liked it, so I ended up picking up the Blu-ray. So yeah. Next up, we're getting close to the end. We've got Patriots Day, the Peter Berg film directed by Peter Berg with Mark Wahlberg. Still need to get the 4K. I have Deepwater Horizon and Lone Survivor on 4K, so this is the one I need to upgrade. I love these films. I watched every time they came out. I would always watch them a couple times each as soon as they came out on Blu-ray, and I love Patriots Day. My favourite is Lone Survivor, then it's this, and then it's Deepwater Horizon. Yeah, great movie, a great tribute to the people who died and the people who got injured. Yeah, and J.K. Simmons is in it, which is awesome. So yeah, is he? Did I just make that up? No, he is in this movie. Yeah, he is. He's one of the older cops in this. Great movie. Great movie. Very well done. Next up, George C. Scott in Patton. This is the remastered edition. I don't think we actually got the DNR edition in the UK. I think we only got the remastered, which was lucky for us. Because I know in America it came out twice. But Patton's great. Patton's great. Of course, the famous opening scene of him on the stage, you know, doing his speech. Francis Ford Coppola. Did he direct this or did he just write it? I think he didn't direct it, but yeah, he did the screenplay. Coppola did. He didn't direct it, but great movie. He almost got chucked off the movie. He actually almost got booted off the film, and they used someone else's screenplay. So, but he pulled it back and he got it in the movie. So, yeah, great movie. Check it out. Very, very good film. It's a long one, but it's a good Sunday afternoon film. Another Disney film, Peter Pan. Probably my favourite Disney film. I grew up watching this the most. I just had a fun time watching it. I would almost watch this every single week. I would watch it at least once, if not twice. I just loved it. I don't have the second one on Blu-ray. I will get it at some point. I don't think I ever saw the second one, surprisingly. But yeah, this is enough for me. I love it. I love it. What's his name? Smithy or something? The second pirate that's kind of his minion. Funny as anything. Love it. Peter Pan. We can go through these quick. Everyone has these. Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, and At World's End. These are the re-releases that came out last year. Basically it's the 2-disc release, but then with a new slipcover. I had the box set for this, but they had no extras on them, and I got rid of my 2-disc DVDs, so I wanted those bonus discs back. So I picked these up and I sold the box set. Huge Pirates fan. Again, it's one of my favourite series of films as well. I watch them all the time. Yeah, I just can't get enough of them. I have the 5th one, it's on 4K, and I have the 4th one, which is on 3D, so you'll see that later on. But yeah, I love them. My favourite goes the first one, second one, I'm having to think about this, probably the 4th one, then the 5th, then the 3rd. So there you go. The 3rd one I loved because of the end battle scene, but everything leading up to that, it's kind of a drag. So, although the opening scene was great with the baths and all that and the steam. Anyway, next up, another series of films, minus the 2 latest ones because they're on 3D and 4K. Planet of the Apes, the 5-film collection, in a jumbo case. Yeah, I love the first one. The first one's classic. It's a great sci-fi film, probably one of the best. The sequels, however, are a bit hit and miss. I love Escape from Planet of the Apes. I loved that. It was just so weird seeing that for the first time. Apes in a city working and revolting. And then Battle. I really enjoyed Battle. To be honest, I don't remember Conquest. All I remember is that they're... Wait, am I getting this wrong here? Oh, no, sorry. Conquest is the one where they are working and then they revolt. That's the one that I really liked in terms of the sequels. Sorry. And then Battle I really enjoyed as well. So, yeah. Been a long time since I've seen them, hence why I'm getting confused. And then we do have the Mark Wahlberg, Tim Burton film. I saw it on TV years ago. I've yet to check out the Blu-ray. Yeah, it's not great, but I wanted it to revisit it. And then we got Rise, which was kind of the brighter side of the series for a while. Yeah, my favourite is Dawn, then it's Rise, Dawn, then War, then Rise. That's my favourite in order. Yeah, awesome. I love the Planet of the Apes films. I of course I do have Dawn on 3D and I have War on 3D and 4K. So again, you'll see those in the future videos. Next up, arguably my favourite war film. It's either this or Private Ryan. Platoon, Oliver Stone's masterpiece in my eyes. Absolutely love this. Johnny Depp's in this. Of course you've got, oh, what's his name? I'm terrible at names. William Dafoe, Charlie Sheen. Yeah, my mind's blank right now. Yeah, it's intense. The village scene, you know, I'm glad he put it in there because it really shows what was happening during that time. I know there was people that didn't like that and was turned off by the movie because of that, but if you get past that scene, it's a terrific film, and it kind of based it on his own army experience. The scene at the start where where the guy falls asleep on guard in the forest or the jungle, he based that on his life. He actually fell asleep and they were attacked. So, cool little fact for you. Last three. We're at 41 minutes, that's good. Pompeii, Kit Harington and Kiefer Sutherland. It's an average flick. It's not bad, but it's not great. It has its moments. It would probably look quite good in 3D. There is a 3D release out there. I would like to upgrade and get that to make it more enjoyable. But it's alright. I like the lenticular on there. To be honest, I mainly got it because it was Kit Harington. And I think this came out around the time when Game of Thrones was really getting popular. So yeah, it's a decent flick. I've watched it a few times actually, surprisingly. Sometimes I just feel like watching it. So I would like to get 3D. Probably my top 5 or top 10 action films of all time. Predator. There's been multiple releases of this. None of them have really been perfect. Love the film. You know, it's class. It really is. I wish the Alien vs Predator films were better. Number 1 was okay. Number 2 was pretty bad. I don't even own them on Blu-ray, only DVD. I don't even own the second one on DVD. But yeah, Predator. It's awesome. It really is. I remember for the longest time, I think it was my Twitter page for my YouTube channel. It had custom artwork for this movie, which was really nice. But yeah, really nice steelbook. Love it. This is the Play.com one. That's a J card, obviously, that you can take off. But yeah, it's class. It really is. My favourite Arnie film, for sure. And the last one for this video, the end of the P's, we've got Public Enemies, another one that's just been added to Netflix. I haven't seen it. I still haven't watched it. I got it for £1. Haven't watched it yet, but I really look forward to it. I may do a double bill with this, Black Mass, or a triple bill. This, Black Mass, and Donnie Brasco. Yeah, so I haven't seen it, but I really look forward to doing that triple bill. And there you go. That is that's part 4 of the collection. 44 minutes, not bad, pretty good. I'm trying to keep them around 40 minutes. But yeah, so as I said, there should be maybe 3 or 4 videos after this, and then we'll be done. I'm trying to keep them smaller so the time's not massive on the videos, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Definitely leave a like rating. It's taken a long time to do these videos, and I'm trying my hardest to do them and keep them uploaded consistently. But really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Leave a like, leave a comment on any of the films or shows that I talked about. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on all the films and shows, if you can remember what we're showing. And yeah, as always, guys, check out my description for my social media accounts. Follow me on there, and yeah, we can start having conversations. So, till next time, guys, stay awesome. Peace.